A distinguished, august group of leaders here. Certainly, I want to thank the organization for your work and for your presence during this very critically important time for the Congress and for the country and for our communities. I certainly want to acknowledge in his absence our great Majority Whip Emeritus and the chair of our faith working group here in the House of Representatives, the Honorable Jim Clyburn. We know Jim Clyburn is a good man, hard-working man, family man, well-educated man, visionary man, Omega man.
Well,
that's hard for me to say because I'm a Kappa.
Yeah.
But above all else,
Yes.
AME man, absolutely, a mighty man of God.
Amen.
Above all else, and we certainly are thankful for Jim Clyburn and all that he represents. And certainly, I stand on his incredibly broad shoulders, as do all of us in this room. This is a very interesting time, in America, because you've got some folks who want to move the country forward, as all of you do, but others who want to turn back the clock. People who are committed to bringing folks together in this country, but others who are determined to try and tear us apart. We're focused on trying to put people over politics, fighting for the people, but others are fighting for the privileged few. And I think the next iteration of that continuing battle, of course, will be around the Farm Bill. And this is a group of folks, some extreme folks in this Congress, who on the one hand are going to try to do everything possible to promote big tax cuts for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. And at the same period of time, trying to take food and nutritional assistance away from the poor, the sick, the afflicted, the least, the lost, and the left behind. And so that's the struggle that is in front of us. We saw in recent weeks that there was a group of people who were willing to default on our debt, crash the economy, trigger a job-killing recession, knowing it would hurt millions and millions of everyday Americans, including the most vulnerable amongst us, because they believed that it would benefit them politically in 2024. And we're willing to crash the economy and default on our debt, or try to extract deep, painful cuts. 22% across the board cuts, which would have resulted in even deeper cuts to food and nutritional assistance programs, Medicaid, education, public safety, and things of that nature. But thankfully, we didn't get a perfect agreement, but under the circumstances, particularly in divided government, when we have an extreme group of people, our commitment is never to let the perfect be the enemy of the good, but it was an agreement that avoided default, stopped them from crashing the economy, will probably net out expand the number of people who are eligible for SNAP because of the permanent exemptions made for veterans and homeless individuals, as well as people who are aging out of foster care. Stop them from cutting Medicare and Medicaid, protected Social Security, and protected the American people from the types of draconian cuts that they wanted to enact that would have been very painful to the health, the safety, and the economic well-being of the American people. And now we've got to move on to the Farm Bill fight, which will be the next area where some extreme ideology